could talk about, but we do have like breaking news we could be talking about right now.
Breaking news?
It's not really news, but it's like the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So all
Ah, of
the awards
course.
have just been released and revealed. So let me just share my screen, OBS. So let's get on to. Okay. So the first award that was announced is that Dandadan won the best anime opening sequence for season 2. I do like this song a lot. Like, I do like it. I know some people don't like it as much as season 1, but I did like this song quite a bit. I was humming it. But unfortunately, I wasn't really feeling this season, and I just dropped it. What about you?
I wasn't feeling any of it. I wasn't feeling the opening, the visuals of the opening, the story of the season 2, and the ending sequence. I wasn't vibing with anything on Dandadan. I don't know why. It's just it was not hitting the same as season
You're
1.
not the only one. Like, read the comments. People are saying that opening one is better and all that.
They are way better. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's such a banger. How do you top it? They just set themselves up for failure, you know? It
Yeah.
just it was
I
always
do
going to be
like the
losing out.
chorus in season 2. Da-na-na-na-da-na-na. I like that. It sounds like
Don't even remember it.
it almost reminds me of Top Gear. You know, the opening. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It kind of has that melody to
Oh,
it. And that's why I've always kind of liked it. It's like a car's about to start up. I don't know. It has that
do you think
type
that
of
would have been
vibe.
a better season if it was about cars? You think if season 2 was about cars, would that have
Maybe
made it a better
it
season?
would have been more interesting.
Mm,
But yeah,
okay.
like that's probably why I kind of like it. It's giving me that Top Gear vibe. But yeah, like yeah, season 1 is of course iconic. But yeah, Dandadan won the opening song for that. The next award is Gachi Okuta won the award for best character design, which is pretty awesome. Let me just see what these guys were up against. Okay, let's go to the bottom to the top. Okay, so Spanish. You've not seen the Spanish dubs. German, French. Okay, so it looks like the guy who voiced Arkaza in the dub won the best dub for voice performances, beating out all these other guys here.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about dubs, right? Old anime just has it beat when it comes to like new English dubs. Because watching Beyblade, I'm like, wow, this is just phenomenal work.
Yeah, Beyblade
Like
is
I
really
don't
good.
know, I don't know why it has. There's like a significant drop off in quality when it comes to like modern English dubbing.
Yeah, because that show came out in 2010, so
Weird,
I
dude.
think again these guys are Canadian voices, and a lot of the modern dubs are American.
American.
So I think like I don't know, like maybe there's a big
Could be a
difference.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the best, okay, so that's Spanish, that's Brazilian Portuguese, that's
100
Arabic.
meters should have won movie of the year, says Britain. What is 100 meters? We're probably going out of sync. We should just do it in
Yeah.
order. To be fair. I've
Okay,
not heard of that
so
anime.
Japanese, I think that's like later on. So best Japanese voice is Mayamo from the Apothecary Diary. She beat out Izuku Midoriya, Denji, Monkey D. Luffy, and Reze. Do you think this Japanese voice performance was as good as these guys? Well, I've never.
The thing is, Midoriya has like two different voices. It's done by the same guy, but he has like a growth spurt.
Yeah,
Does Aoyuki do that in Apothecary Diaries?
I have
I don't
no
think so.
idea. Never seen the show. I think Izuku might be the best one. Denji is good, but I don't know. Denji and what's his name? Kaizen. No, that's the show's name. What's his name? Mr. Kaizen. Kaizen pink haired boy. Yuji, that's it. Yuji. They sound very similar to me. But Izuku is kind of a, his voice is really good because it's a male voice, but he sounds like a teenager. And it's really
exactly,
rare
yeah.
to have a male voice actually sound like a teen, because usually you'd have a female actress like Luffy. Luffy's older than Deku, but you know, it's just interesting that,
Way older.
yeah,
But also, the last two episodes of My Hero, his voice is completely different.
yeah,
Like he aged it up, and it fit perfectly. But I don't know. I've not seen the Apothecary Diaries, so I can't really compare.
that's true. Best ending song goes to My Hero Academia, their
Yeah, it
final
had to be good.
sequence. It beat out all these other ones. I do like the Solo Leveling season 2 ending though. That was a good ending
That is
song.
good. Yeah, it's good. Back to the opening sequence. I think My Hero should have won that as well. I think the
Did they
season
win it?
8 opening.
Oh no,
No,
it was the
went to
Underdown. Yeah, you're
Dandadan.
right. Yeah, sorry, it was the Underdown.
I think
Yeah,
My
but
Hero's
they weren't even
that was
nominated.
they weren't even nominated.
Oh no, they were. Sorry, they were.
Crazy.
They were. They were.
Oh,
Sorry, my bad. I didn't see it.
oh yeah, because they have a weird name.
It's porno
Revo.
graffiti. Yeah,
Yeah, weird name. But like that opening was, I think it's my favorite opening
yeah, I do
of
like that
my
opening.
show.
And then best anime score. I don't think they updated that. Oh well. Um, Let me go back to this page. So Slice of Life goes to Spy X Family. Is this on the next list? I think it's a bit out of order. We'll just do this one for now. Best anime song is Iris Out for the Chainsaw Man movie. I
Very
haven't
good.
seen
Yeah.
the other ones except for Solo Leveling. So yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
song.
Iris out. That's fine. Yeah.
Best anime character who was the must protect at all costs goes to Anya. Deku was nominated as well. And Suka from Doctor Stone as well.
No, it was always gonna go to this character. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. The fandom are very weird when it comes to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Bakugo wins Best Supporting Character, beating out Turbo Granny and Jin from Dandadan. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I see
agree.
that. I see
agree.
that.
To be honest, I like it.
Yeah, I do see that. He did kill all for one, you know. Yeah. And then Mayomo wins Best Main Character, beating out Deku and Sung Jin Woo and Okarun. Wow. That's very shocking. Very shocking right there.
Is that show so good?
I don't know.
Diaries.
It looks like a slice of life
Wow.
show to me. That's really surprising right there. Next up, we have Best Slice of Life Anime Spikes Family, and it beat out My Dress Up Darling Season 2. Season 1 was pretty decent. It does have a lot of very lewd scenes, but it's an entertaining series. And then we have Best Drama going to Apothecary Diary Season 2. I haven't seen any of these other shows at all, so I couldn't really say. And then ReZero Season 3 wins Best Isekai. And again, I've not seen any of these shows. Disney Twisted Wonderland, Konobusuba, Campfire Cooking.
Yeah.
I think that's a...
With ReZero, I keep hearing it is like if you want to watch a isekai, ReZero is the one to watch.
I did
good
watch
things,
season
good
1,
things.
and
Oh,
I years ago, just like 5 years ago, I watched the first half in dub, switched to the sub. I couldn't finish it in sub. I just couldn't. I ended up dropping
wow.
it. Yeah. So I just dropped it. I really do like it in dub. It's not bad, but even the story starts to it kind of loses focus. When the show begins, it's this mystery, and then they just sort of forget about the mystery, and they just sort of go into the world and the characters and the cute girl outfits and all that. It's like,
I understand. I
it's
totally
like,
understand.
and then there's like a war going on between tribes, and it's like,
That sounds a lot like Sword Art Online.
yeah,
For some
it's
reason.
kind of, it's slightly better than Sword Art Online
Yeah.
in areas, because at least the mystery goes on for a bit, but then they just lose focus, you know. They completely lose focus, and now it's like now it's become its own thing, where it's like the mystery is no longer the important thing, you know. It's the world building, it's the cute girl characters,
Yeah.
it's the special effects, it's the war, but it's not the mystery, because there is a big mystery, you know. Notice how this
Right.
one character has modern day outfit and everyone else is dressed like they're in the 1800s, Big mystery
Oh
there.
yeah, that's the typical,
You know.
character dies in his
Yeah.
world, or gets transported into this another world or
Yeah.
whatnot, and then you won't get the answers until like towards the end, I
Yeah,
assume,
I think so.
which is a bit frustrating for some if you want to know immediately.
It's very annoying.
Arson Aeon says the orb was robbed from.
Never seen
I don't know
Orb.
which
Is it
place.
good?
No idea, but this chat knows ball.
They do.
100 meters orb.
Never even heard of that one. It sounds like a David Attenborough documentary.
He turned 100.
Oh yes,
know that?
congratulations. You made it. Can't imagine this dude. He was a teenager when the Second War came to an end. You know what? Like, that's crazy.
Wow.
This dude has seen the rise of Disney, the rise of Hollywood.
The
Like,
rise of the internet.
he would have been conscious when Snow White came out, the first animated film of all time. That is crazy, dude. I wonder what this world would look like in
Legend.
100 years.
Yeah, true.
Who
AI.
knows? Oh, yeah.
AI domination, scary.
Let's hope that won't be the case. Best action goes to Solo Leveling Season 2, beating out One Piece, My Hero Academia, the final season, Gachi Yakuta, and Dandadan. I actually did like the action scenes in One Piece, the Egghead arc. There was a lot of moments that really looked good in terms of the fights.
Yeah, almost all of the Gear 5 scenes were amazing.
Yeah.
The standout for me was Gear 5 Luffy versus Rob Lucci, the first one.
Yeah, that was a really good fight.
That was such a sick fight.
Even My Hero had some pretty good moments. Bakugo versus All for One.
Of course,
That was
yeah,
an
dude,
awesome
yeah.
sequence right there. And even Deku versus Shigaraki had some really cool moments.
No idea how Kaiju number 8 snuck up in here.
Yeah.
Season 2's animation was
I've
awful.
not seen that season yet, so I couldn't say. But I haven't heard much about this season. Like, this show was popping off when season 1 came out, and now season 2 is here. No one's talking about it as much.
The animation was just not hitting the same way season 1 was.
Is that the case?
It just because of that, a lot of people not talked about it.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
And if they did talk about it, it would be about how bad the animation was.
Oh dear. That's not good to hear.
But Solo Leveling Season 2 was good.
Oh yeah,
It
that was a
some
good show. That was a good season. Yeah, I do think it deserves it, It was great. It was hype. And then we have Best Comedy going to Dandadan Season 2, beating out all these other shows. Spy X Family, I did see Season 1 of this show years ago. And it's very Timothy Goes to School. It's very cutesy.
Every time you insult an anime, you compare it to Timothy.
Oh no, that's not an insult. Like, I say that as like, it's just adorable.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
it's Timothy Goes to School. It's the little bear. It starts off being like John Wick. It's very John Wick to begin with, and then we go
Whoa.
straight into Timothy. There are moments where it's very John Wicky with certain characters, but then it's like
Okay.
Timothy Goes to School, the little bear. You
Do you know
know,
what? I think I know what you're saying, because there was a scene where on the school bus or whatnot, and then there's that rival like school kid or whatnot, and they were. So I understand the whole Timothy Goes to School vibes.
Yeah.
I
but yeah, it's just so many scenes with Anya and just being all cutesy. It's fine, but it's not for me.
okay.
Best romance anime goes to Fragrant Flower Blooms, beating out My Dress Up Darling. Again, season 1 was decent, but haven't seen season 2, so I can't really say. Dandadan had romance? Oh yeah, I suppose it did, didn't it?
Yeah, there's always teasing that
Oh, yeah.
shippings, There's always teasing.
That's true, yeah. Best background art goes to Gachi Yakuta.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know what? We need to watch that.
never seen this one.
I'm seeing a lot of it pop up.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks interesting. I'll need to find time to, I need to catch up on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
Yeah. Then best director, again, this hasn't been updated yet, so we don't know. I'll find it somewhere else. But best character design, Gachi Akuta beats out Dandadan One Piece Dress Up Darling. Yeah, I get that. It is very visually interesting, the way it's designed. Best animation, Solo Leveling Season 2, beating out My Hero, One Piece, Gachi Akuta.
It
Yeah.
is debatable.
It's debatable. Again, My Hero had some really nice scenes. One Piece had some scenes. Even Dandadan, to begin with, had some pretty cool moments. But yeah, Solo Leveling, yeah, it's more memorable. It's more iconic. Best original anime goes to Lazarus. Absolutely agree. I haven't finished this show yet because Channel 4 removed it for some unknown reason. So that sucks.
What is Lazarus? Is that the
Lazarus is a MAPPA anime made by the Cowboy Bebop creator. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a pretty excellent show. It's really good.
All right.
It's really chill, you know. It's chill but very dramatic. It kind of gives me just the vibe. It reminds me a bit of, it's like a Neon Genesis meets Cowboy Bebop meets John Wick meets what's another? It's just very chill, you know. It's a chill show, but with a lot of actions scenes and a big mystery as well. I'd even put like it's got Attack on Titan vibes with like what's happening in the world and all the conspiracies.
That's interesting. Okay.
Best new series, Gachi Akuta. Not seen any of these except for Sakamoto Days. Absolutely boring show. One of the most boring series I've ever seen. Has so much hype, but what on earth is this show? Why do people like this show? I don't know. I don't really like this show. I think it's really boring.
Dude.
I was bored watching it. I never want to see it again. Unless there's a hype moment.
They made a live action movie for this film.
Yeah, and it's kind of I don't really like live actions as much. But yeah, it's just not for me.
Funny.
It's very disappointing. That's not been updated. I think these are just getting announced. I think that's why they haven't been updated. Let me go to Anime TV because I think they have all the updated stuff. Yep, Katsuki, Solar Leveling, comedy. Yep, we've talked about that. Gachi Akuta new series. Lazarus wins best anime. Iris Out wins best anime song. ReZero wins best isekai. Demon Slayer wins best film of the year, beating out Chainsaw Man. And what other movies were against it? Demon Slayer. 100 meters.
Oh, 100 meters. Okay,
Chainsaw Man. What is this show? Let me have a quick sneak peek on the Google images.
Listen.
Oh, it's a running show. Okay. It's a track and field. It's like a Blue Lock. Okay.
It's almost as if they're running 100 meters.
Yeah. Now it makes sense.
Makes sense now. Makes sense. I've always rooted for Demon Slayer. I thought that was amazing. Dude.
Seen it 3 times, you know. 3 times. Good. Yeah. But I did say Resi Arc was my favorite film of the year. Like,
true.
I did say it. I mean, they're both equally good, but I don't know. I think it hit a little bit more with Resi. Maybe because of how I don't know. Like Demon Slayer is
the dynamic, I'm guessing, with Yuji and
probably that.
Because with me, if I'm at home, I would be fast forwarding to the action scenes, and Demon Slayer has way more of that than Reze.
Yeah, I mean, Reze feels more like a complete story, whereas Demon Slayer is part 1 of 3. It's not the whole story yet.
Yeah, but a ton of action.
Oh my gosh, the action was just good. It was like immediately action scenes, you know.
80%.
Shinobu versus Doma. Action. Then we went to Zenitsu versus what was the guy's name? His brother, his colleague friend. This guy right here. And then we had Tanjiro, Giyu and Akaza just going crazy.
Amazing,
But yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
I think I
Yes.
lost my hearing watching that film as well.
Yeah, because we watched it in X Plus. X Plus, I might start avoiding that because it really does hurt my head when I go there. But even the standard rooms are shockingly loud. Like I went to watch, we'll talk about the film later on, but the Mandalorian film, it was so loud in there.
You know, when we watched Mugen Train, that we watched that, was that in
Oh,
IMAX?
was that
The
IMAX? And that was
SeaWorld? I'm
standard.
not.
I
Was
think
it
that was
standard?
standard. Yeah.
Because there was a moment in that film where, is it Akaza screaming, and then like it is pop as well, but they do it in a good way. It wasn't as bad as uh, Infinity Castle. It's
Yeah.
where Akaza was getting his head beheaded, and then he screams out, "Ugh," and then it rings throughout
Yeah. I think because X Plus is
speakers.
Dolby, and Dolby always cranks out the volume, you know. But it's actually
Right.
good, actually, because sometimes, people will be making some noise. You can't hear them, It's so loud that you can't hear people rustling through their popcorn buckets, Whereas if you're watching it in a normal room, you can clearly hear everyone's just rustling and coughing and all that.
Yeah, I agree because when I am bringing food into the theaters, I'm just waiting for the loud moments to eat.
Oh, yeah, I do that sometimes. But yeah, I've been sitting in the
Well, when
front
you
rows a lot more these days because people don't really sit there. So I've got the whole
Wasn't your
row to
neck
myself.
starting to hurt sitting that
Oh
close?
no, in the place we go to, there's like reclining seats in the cinema we go to.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's small.
So when you
Yeah,
recline, you're not really tilting. It's like you're laying on bed. It's like the screen is sort of mounted up a little bit,
yeah. You know what?
which is
That is
kind of fun.
completely fair.
Yeah. But yeah, well done, Demon Slayer. I think that deserves it. It's fine. It's fine. I
I
liked
wouldn't
it.
have been angry if it was the Reze film or even possibly something new like 100 meters. I would fine with it.
Yeah, it's fine. And then well done to My Hero Academia because it's won the final award, the anime of the year. This is pretty much the best picture
I'm not
of
happy.
anime,
Yeah, that's good.
so that's really good. That's a huge achievement. Let's see what the fans have to say about it. Finally, an anime awards that wasn't robbed, deserved, but Takio should have won, was completely overlooked. We prayed for times like this. Yes, I believe this is the only outcome, the only winner. It looks like a lot of people are happy, because people thought it would have been solo leveling again. So, yeah,
I'm happy for this. Yeah, this is good.
it's the finale, it's the final season, it's the ending. I think it deserves it,
No more My Hero.
That's
Let it
it.
go out with
It's
an award.
over. We have
Solo
seen
leveling could get
every
more.
single season. My Hero is interesting. Did you ever think this is the direction the final season was going to go down,
No. I didn't. I think what ruined it for me, and it's not. It doesn't. It's all for one just returning at the end as like a giant big monster. I didn't like that. That's the only thing I didn't expect, and I thought it was a bit lackluster. And then also taking away Shigaraki's agency of why he became a villain. I think they were the only
I feel like I
two.
kind of saw that coming, because there are moments where All For One has just got his hand on Shigaraki when he's a kid, and I'm like, I just feel like this kid's being manipulated, Like there were times when I did see that coming, and I think because Naruto has sort of ruined that for me, where the villain manipulates the other villain, and
Yeah.
now I
It's a common
see
theme,
that
yeah.
in shonen series. But yeah, My Hero. Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't have known where it was going to go. I think this is the best outcome for the show. It's a very safe ending, though. you know,
With the heroes win.
yeah, like nothing shocking or twisty. It's just very pretty much they fight the heroes and then it's over. It's very safe. It's very, very safe, you know.
Yeah.
Very safe ending. And speaking of endings, we may as well go into the next big topic, which is The Boys. Have you seen the finale?
I did see the finale.
So before we talk about the finale, I think we need to talk about every other season. So
okay,
the best way to do this is to do a tier list. The Boys.
Yes.
The Boys all seasons, not characters. Because I actually I feel like I need to understand some things, and I think if you explained from your perspective why the fans feel certain, you know, feelings towards specific characters and plot points, that might actually help.
So you're more positive with the ending.
We will get there. But I think this is in order. What are all these spin-off shows? Like, what's that? What's this diabolical show? I've never seen this one.
Oh, this was like during the peak of The Boys. They just felt like experimenting with different like stuff and like, hey, let's just because you know that other superhero show is doing well, Invincible. So let's just do like a backstory of the Seven, or mainly Homelander, and then that's what that was.
Is that what it is?
Animation format.
Oh, it's
okay.
an animation. Okay.
Yeah, it's animation. It's a backstory of Homelander. I think it goes into like some of the characters actually. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll put it in mixed. It has nothing really to do with the main series.
You put it in mixed. All right. Fair enough. And then there's Gen V and Gen V2. I've never seen this.
I've not seen Gen V2, but I did see Gen V1, and I thought Gen V1 was pretty good. The reason why I didn't watch Gen V2 is because
I know. Is this what the show is about? Is it focused on this girl?
Yes.
You know what? When I was watching the final season, I was very confused as to why Starlight was interacting with this girl
character.
And that. I'm like, right, yeah. She's like, yeah, thank you for your help. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Like,
you know what happened?
What?
Before season 5 was being made,
yeah,
they put emphasis on that character, saying she's gonna have the characters from Gen V are gonna have an important role in the finale of The Boys. But because Gen V season 2 didn't do well and the show got cancelled, they just rewritten season 5. So
yeah, okay.
They had to introduce these characters some way, but not in an important.
Right.
And that's
you know
why
what?
it just felt weird.
Now it makes sense now. Okay, and I see Starlight in the thumbnail. So is she like a main character as well? But in it,
no.
Or is she a special guest?
Maybe in season 2, which I haven't seen.
Because I've never seen her interact with them until the final season. Okay, that makes so much sense now. I was so like confused. I'm like, did I miss an episode? Like, is Gus also in it as well?
I think almost every character has like a cameo.
Interesting.
The Boys. So
it's interesting because The Boys never really talked about this as much. Yeah, then there's this girl as well that I was like, who the fuck is this? Who's that? Okay, this is making more sense now. Fair enough. Okay.
Gen V season 2, before they started filming, one of the main characters in season 1 passed away in real life, so they had to like rewrite it.
Oh damn!
And I think because of that, a lot of people weren't as interested in season 2.
Oh, okay. Damn, that sucks. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gen V, I don't know. I'll just put it at mix. I don't really care. I wouldn't even rank it, but let's just get onto the main ones. So, The Boys season 1. Where would you rank season 1, and how do you feel about season 1?
Season 1 felt like with the budget like they had in season 1, I thought they could do anything. That is peak cinema, absolute cinema.
Yep, I agree as well.
So
this was like again, I've never seen any. I never knew what it was, so to just jump into it and just my jaw was constantly on the ground. I was like, wow, Homelander is evil. What he's doing is evil. All the heroes suck. And it's kind of a twist on superheroes because in ordinary superhero shows, Carl Urban's Butcher character and the boys would be considered to be the villains because they are the ones doing crime and doing illegal stuff. And Homelander should be like the hero. This should be like the Justice League, essentially, you know? You've kind of got...
That's basically what it is, yeah.
You kind of got the Justice League. You got like the Superman. You've got like the Batman type character who's so mysterious. You've got like the Flash type character, the Cyborg type character. You've got like the Wonder Woman type character, Aquaman, the Supergirl type character who's Starlight. You know, it's all very... Oh, Aquaman, this punk. We'll get to him.
How he survived to the end was that.
Oh my gosh. Like this guy, I will say, like, he did have a pretty interesting arc. He was an absolute jerk, and then you do feel a little sorry for him at times, but then he goes back to being a jerk again, and you're like, okay, whatever. I don't care for the guy. But yeah, season 1 was really good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Season 1 was
great. That was a absolute peak cinematic experience. Like, what was the guy? Runny Man, Flashy Man, the fast guy.
Oh, A-Train.
A-Train. The way he just ran into the kid's girlfriend was just, oh man, that was that was diabolical. That was insane. But yeah, really good season.
And the world building as well.
Yeah,
the superheroes and like how they use social media to like influence their like stardom and whatnot. And then Walt was trying to pay Huey, like, yeah, there was like she died and whatnot, but here we pay you money and all this stuff. Like, what? That's it? No justice for Robin?
No justice. To be fair, even Huey kind of gets over it as the seasons go on, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the whole social media stuff plays a huge part in season 2 with the other hero lady who's a villain. But yeah,
Stormfront. Yeah,
that's it. But yeah, season 1 was great. I like season 1. I think this might be one of the best seasons of any television superhero show I've ever seen. You know, I think
season 2.
No, season 1.
Oh, season 1.
Yeah,
right.
But we'll get into season 2 now. So, season 2 is pretty much the Stormfront arc where she is this neo-Nazi lady who's just very, she's got very twisted ideologies.
Very messed up and very dark.
It was very unexpected as well because she comes in as a sort of comic relief character who's just making jokes. But then she really goes down this dark path, but she reveals who she really is. And, you know, it's very much like, oh no, you know.
And this is where it started having, like, social commentary on, like, the real world.
Yeah.
Where they were talking about, like, the great white replacement theory. And they even had the balls to even talk about that in the show. Like, wow. Okay.
I was kind of shocked. I'm like, wow, they're really going that far with it, you know.
Yeah.
You know. And
do you know about the comics of the boys?
No, I didn't even know it was a comic until Kinda Funny were talking about it.
So Stormfront is meant to be a guy, but then they did like a gender swap of that character.
Oh yeah, I think the Kinda Funny crew talked about that. Yeah,
and I think it worked out for the best. To be honest, it made more sense here.
Yeah, it did actually. It did.
I've not seen the comics, so I can't agree. But there's only one character I'm like, oh, it would have been better if they kept it as that, if it had that twist.
Okay. But yeah, this shark scene when the boys were like, you know, running towards Fishman guy, that was insane.
Dude, the Deep is so
the Deep
trash. The Deep is so whack as a superhero.
He's treated as a joke throughout the entire show. Like, nobody respects him. Everyone is always like, oh, it's this guy again. But yeah, the ending scene where all the girls are beating up Stormfront and they're like, "Yeah, girl
That was
power,
sick.
girls get it done." It
That
was
was a
kind of a
much better
commentary.
moment.
Yeah,
That is so much well done than what Avengers Endgame had.
yeah, that was
With
a
all
much
the
better
female
girl
characters.
power moment than any of those scenes. You know, I did like that scene. Uh, but yeah,
And then also that twist, we need to talk about Becca, whatever her name
Becca,
is,
his
and
wife,
all that stuff.
she was alive all this
And
time, and she had the
Ryan,
kid. And
yeah,
Not Stormfront, Homelander throwing the kid off the roof. That was that made me laugh. But man, I felt bad for Ryan. Like, and what else happened? I kind of get the seasons mixed up because I watched these episodes back to back to back in a week. So
well, season 2 ends with Ryan killing Becca. by
yeah,
accident
that's how
with
it
his,
ends
laser
because
beam.
he's trying to kill Butch.
Stormfront.
Stormfront. It was Stormfront, yeah. And he ends up killing his mom, and it's a pretty sad moment. And he doesn't want to go with Homelander, and yeah, that was it was all really interesting. You know, this season was very interesting. Stormfront killed Kimiko's brother and calling him slurs. It was horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible
she
way.
chases him inside this apartment building
Yeah.
with a family, kills the family, and like, whoa, okay, this is dark.
Yeah,
But I think that's like as dark as it gets. To be honest, I don't think anything matches up that darkness in season
No.
2 because everything else gets toned down. But yeah, Stormfront was freaking.
yeah. Stormfront was just it was crazy that there was a character who was just as worse as Homelander. It reminded me of Harry Potter, where everyone hates Voldemort, but then when Umbridge comes along, everyone's like, "Oh, she's worse than Voldemort." It kind of is that vibe.
I think she's worse than Homelander, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's yeah, because the stuff that she was saying and actually
Yeah.
doing, like,
because
oh,
Homelander is more of a nationalist, but she's just a racist. You know,
yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Homelander
yeah.
is all about America and American values and God bless America, y'all, and all that. But Stormfront is like, if you do not have the same skin color as me, you can go do one. That's pretty much her ideology, which is very twisted and sick. And you had those photos of her in Nazi Germany, and it was like, oh no.
That was a good twist. Yeah, when it
Yeah.
was revealed that she was actually
It's this vampire type
like a
lady.
Nazi
Yeah,
from World War II. Yeah, like,
yeah. I was like, oh
Pretty
no.
good.
But yeah, it was cool that A Train was helping the boys out because he's like, yeah, I don't like her, you know, which is
Yeah,
obvious.
the backstory with A Train and his brother and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
And it
playing
kind
out as
of
well.
delved into like kind of real politics with Gus's character, you know, Gus. Because there's a scene
Yes,
in the
yes.
finale where he talks to Butch, and then Butch is like, "Why are you working with this Nazi lady?" And he's like, "Well, you know, hey, I like money. I like, you know, he just wants to run the
That's
company. He's all about money.
Yeah.
He's all about," and that's kind of how a lot of people of color in that side of the politic aisle, you know, feel like some of them will just join that
Do
side
anything for the money.
for the money, you know.
Oh, it reminds me of that guy. He's a proper white supremacist, but he's black. And oh no, I don't remember his name, but he's been memed a lot.
I remember,
Oh.
I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but I remember there is another guy who was a black guy who was a MAGA, and he went to one of those rallies, and he kind of he was faced with the unfortunate dark truth, you know, like these guys do not like him, you know, and it doesn't matter how many times he votes, it's like like the insults that those guys were throwing at him, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, like
But it's not just like
it was bad.
unique to like black culture. It's also like
Asian
brown,
cultures, South
Asian. It's
South
like
Asian, East Asian.
white acceptance.
Yeah,
it's weird, dude.
it's kind of like what's the word? Is it self-hate? Is it
Self-hatred.
Self-hatred.
Seeking
know.
approval.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah. I mean, that could be an entire topic for another day, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like there are certain celebrities who are kind of like that, but I don't want to get down to that path. Just, yeah. Well,
Celebrities. Okay,
I
okay.
feel like there are certain celebrities who are kind of like that, but it is what it is.
Potentially.
Yeah. I mean, that's the vibe I get. And even like YouTubers, you know, I'm just sitting there watching them and I'm like, I don't get it. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, when their political take comes out and it doesn't align, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch you no more.
To be fair,
That's why I've
I'm very not
consistently
into
liked kind of
politics.
thing.
I'm just very much a bystander, like Keith in Attack on Titan. I just sort of watch because I'm like, as long as human
Keith.
beings live on this planet, I just feel like there's
Did Keith die?
okay. I don't
Who's
want to be
Keith?
just like Keith. He did die in the show, but
Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, that's yeah. That's
but that was his own choice. You know, he didn't have to, but you know, he chose to fight for the greater good in the end. Keith was the guy who was Grisha's buddy in Paradise. He was the commander of the young recruits in the Scouts, the bald-headed guy.
Right, I think I. Oh, him.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I get you. I get you.
Because
Yeah,
Keith,
yeah.
he's someone who doesn't really get involved in politics or, you know, in the world. He's just someone who just wants to live in his own peace, you know. Even like A-Train, like he has a whole arc as well where he's kind of considered to be a sellout, you know. There's a whole scene in like season
yes, with his
3 or
family.
2.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, I think is it Starve? Not Starfront, the other girl, Starlight, she confronts him being like, why do you hang out with people who hate you? Because he's very much Homelander's sidekick. He's very much, oh, Mr. Homelander, I'll do anything for you. And he's very much sort of taking the beating. He's getting picked on by Homelander and Fishy Boy. You know, there's the whole scene with him, with the two of them just looking down on him. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of giving me that vibe as well with the whole.
To be
know.
honest with you, Homelander, terrifying person to be against, you know.
Yeah.
Because we even see him just like with the recruiting new superheroes,
Hmm.
and he just kills one guy, this Asian superhero. He's blind.
Yeah, I forgot about that scene
Kills him.
because they're very much like,
What?
look at us. We've got like a diversity, you know, guy. Like, you know, we're ticking the boxes, you know. And then Homelander
Okay,
was like,
this is
oh,
another
very
thing I
good.
want to speak on.
What's
Like
that?
this show, the writing specific goes up against like every religion and race except
yeah.
one particular one, and I'm like, come on, if you're gonna have a dig at everything, just dig at that one as well.
What was
know what
it?
I'm saying?
I don't even. They did.
I'm not even gonna say it.
You could message it in the Discord, and I'll be like, I won't say it, but because I don't know what it is. Because I think they did cover all of them. Did they not? Or am I just?
No, I don't. So
Okay.
unless if I missed it, then you can like just say it. I'm just gonna find like an emote for it.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, season 2 was great, you know. I did like the Wonder Woman lady. Not Starlight, the other one.
Oh, Maeve. You're on about Maeve.
Maeve, that's her name. I don't get that. Tropical drink.
Don't even say it, just read it in your head and you will know what I'm
Jeez.
saying. You just said
Tropical
it. You
drink.
just...
I don't.
No.
Jeez. I don't get
Alright,
it.
listen, man. It's anti-Semitism. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I kind of.
Did you see any joke aimed towards that group? No. You see, like...
Are we talking
like,
about?
the way it was...
Never mind. I actually.
No, like...
Yeah,
No, but I'm just saying, just the writing in general, they've had jokes aimed at black people, Arabs, Muslims, Christians, every like Asian, like Chinese or Orientalists, like all of them, except that particular group, which is like, that's, you know, weird.
You're not talking about white people, are you? Oh,
No, I'm on about.
okay.
I just said it in there.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Anyway, I feel like I'm just when it came to all that, I just sort of was. I wasn't really thinking about it as much. I was just very much watching the show for what it was, and yeah, maybe there is some sort of hidden agenda. Maybe they are not doing it. I don't know who the writers are, so maybe that would be reflected in the storyline. But regardless, season 2 is an absolute cinema in my. I don't know. Is it absolute cinema or great? Because I think it's great,
I put it in
but
cinema.
yeah.
You think it was great?
No, I think it's good. I think it wasn't as season 1 was still like shocking because I think when you start season 1, it is this shocking show, but by the time season 2 is there, you're like, okay, you're kind of used to it being shocking, so it's you know what? I put it absolute cinema. I think it was cinema. Yeah. Season 3. Which is this is the season where like Butch and Boy character get powers, and Homelander's father gets brought into the mix and the fold, and we get that whole backstory episode on the Black Mask Batman guy. Noir, that's it, Noir. And how
do you know the difference between him in the comics and him in the TV show? Are
don't know what it is. No.
I'm just gonna spoil it. I mean, because the comics isn't really that great anyway. But in comics, Black Noir's real identity is Homelander's clone.
Oh, okay. So they changed it.
And that clone was the one that done all the bad things that Butcher is accusing Homelander of.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he was the one that awed Becca, and he's the one that killed like certain people. And then all this time, like Homelander's like, what are you even accused? Like, even though Homelander is bad and like evil and all this stuff, he's not to the extent of like what wording Becca and all that stuff.
I think I kind of prefer the show because they made it more personal with, you know, Homelander's just doing these evil things, and it made everything leading up to the finale satisfying, you know. So
it made it. I think there was like a bit of inconsistency in Homelander's writing because they wanted to present him as somebody who's asexual, and then he obviously wasn't. Which is weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially like in season 4 and 5, like even what's his name, Soldier Boy made a joke about it as well. Because his son being an asexual, but he wasn't.
Nah, I don't think so. Anyway, season 3. Season 3 was pretty good. I don't think it was as good as seasons 1 and 2, but it was good, you know?
I thought it was better than season 1 and 2.
Really? You liked this season?
I liked season 3, yeah.
I mean, I liked it a lot, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I was as like I think as I'm just like thinking about it more, and I just remember being a little bit more like into the show in the first 2 seasons. I think the reason why I don't like season 3 as much is the fact that Butch and Boy character are using the Gen V serum to gain powers.
Yeah.
What made seasons 1 and 2 great was that Homelander and the heroes are like the only people who have like this power, and it made them scary. It made them terrifying. So Butch and the gang, they really had to work hard to find ways to, like, you know, outsmart them and beat them. And when they were really pushed to their brink, it was terrifying. But now that he has powers, it kind of lessened that fear factor. Now Homelander was nowhere near as terrifying as he was in the first 2 seasons, because now all they can do is just inject themselves with that serum, and I think I just preferred it when the Gen V7 people were like the most powerful people, and they were the ones sort of ruling, and it was up to the humans to use their smarts and their intellect to try and, you know, find ways to defeat them. But now that they had this power, it was like, okay, the superhero power thing is not as special or terrifying as it is now, and I think that's why I didn't like this season as much. And plus, I'll be honest, I really wasn't feeling the Homelander senior character, the Soldier Boy. He wasn't really.
I thought because Soldier Boy was the reason why I liked season
really. You like?
Yes.
I don't know. He
was the main reason.
I need to be reminded. Like, what was a moment that you liked about him? Was there like a specific moment?
He stole every single scene he was in, because everything that came out of his mouth was unexpected and hilarious.
I know there was a storyline with him and
he was such an old-timey racist.
Yeah,
that's basically what he was. And then also backstory of Mother's Milk and why he hated Soldier Boy and all this stuff.
Yeah, that was good. I did like that. Yeah, but I think the whole thing with him being racist, I think again that was already done in the previous season, and I think that was more shocking and like sickening than Soldier Boy is like. He's like a.
But now he's working with the boys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they have that dialogue.
It's not
just he's a racist, he's a bad guy, he's a racist, but they're using him as like a vehicle to
it's really Butch who's using him, not so much Mother's Milk and Frenchie and Kimiko. It's really like Butch, he's the one kind of like doing what he can to take out Homelander. But
Huey.
And Huey, yeah. Oh yeah, Huey as well. Like he was, I kind of forgot about all that stuff, like his powers and him being all naked. Season 3's premiere was just disgusting. Like that guy just. Oh god, weird. That was gross. Nasty. I had to look away.
Yeah.
I understand why the show is rated 18 now, because that was a really graphic scene. But yeah, season 3 was good season. I think
season 3 had the better fight scenes than
Kimiko had a really cool moment in Russia where she's trying to save those ladies of the night, and she's just like, oh, that was one of the most graphic scenes. And then there's the whole storyline with Huey's boss, who turns out to be a soup, and she's just blowing people up. And she has a daughter, and then she injects the daughter, and that whole sequence of the daughter getting the serum was so sad and like kind of creepy as well. Like her back is sort of wiggling. And
I will say,
yeah,
Frenchie's random boyfriend storyline was so random.
Yeah, so
he just came out of nowhere.
So he has, so apparently he killed his family, and now he's feeling guilt over that because he wanted to get revenge on that lady because his friend overdosed, and he ended up accidentally killing his boyfriend's family in the process, which was kind of twisty and like, oh, that was kind of.
It was a weird love triangle between him, Guy, and
Kimiko.
What's her name? Kimiko.
Yeah. But yeah, season 3, it was a good season. Then there was the scene with A-Train and that one hero who was targeting the black neighborhoods, and then his brother, like that whole storyline, that was pretty sad, you know. But that was the storyline that really started to redeem A-Train. He started to wake up a little bit and was like, oh, okay, I don't, you know, he's just in it for himself. He doesn't really care about the cause, because there's the whole storyline of him trying to promote and be more marketable to the black community by him dressing up in that African attire. And he just doesn't seem to care that much until what happened to his brother and all that, which was kind of the wake-up call he needed, essentially. But yeah, dude only cares about the money and the fame than the community. essentially, which kind of goes into the real world again, you know?
That was to be fair, that was his only arc
Yeah.
in this show, which is a bit disappointing now that I think
Yeah.
about it.
He did kind of have like this sort of like bond with the Fishman, but it kind of didn't go anywhere in the end. But yeah, season 3, I'm gonna put it in probably great, I think. Yeah, great. I was gonna put it in mixed, but then I'm like, it does have a lot of good moments in. What about you? Where would you have put this?
Yeah, no, a good thing you said that because the peaks are the best,
Yeah.
I think. But those moments does involve Soldier Boy. You know, the
Yeah.
scene with him and the nun showing up randomly and with Huey and
Ah,
like, don't put the gun
yeah.
down. What are you doing? What is it? And then the nun starts attacking Huey, and it's like, okay, that's random, pretty
Yeah.
epic. And then the whole season was about him being Homelander's dad,
Yeah.
and it's like we have to put him down. And then like before the last episode, he kind of switches and he's like, "Oh wait, yeah, but I could have a son. You know, I want to raise him and all this stuff." And then they finally meet, and he's like, "Oh, what a great disappointment you were!" Like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And then that whole moment, and then the fight scenes on top of that were just epic. I would put it cinema.
Okay. Then there was the whole storyline with the kid and Butch and all that.
Yes, yes.
That was all interesting.
Was that also the same season where Homelander openly kills somebody and everyone starts cheering? And then it's like
That's the finale. Yeah, I think that's the finale.
Yes,
That's that was at the end where he just goes down that pipeline. And yeah, it was kind of like, oh gosh, it's very real worldy. I can see that happening in the real world, unfortunately. But yeah,
easily now, yeah. They would, yeah.
but yeah, and then we get to season 4. So season 4.
Gun to my head, head, and you tell me to recap season 4. I couldn't tell you, dude. I can't tell you anything about season 4. I don't remember anything.
So season 4 was the season where the world started to hate on Starlight, and you had all those protests of like the Starlighters and the anti-Starlighters, and then that's when Starlight's really part of the boys' team. From what I remember, Butch is dying in this season, and he's not really part of the boys, and he has that sort of guy in his head who's Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the Negan character, and you're thinking that, oh, this guy, he's trying to tell Butch to be like, come on Butch, you need to be bad, you need to do the bad stuff. And then you find out that it's all in his head. He was just imagining it. What else happens in this season? A lot happens. This is the season where that mayor lady dies. Butch kills her. Honestly, dude.
Oh yeah, the whole
What are you gonna say?
Butcher dying thing.
Yeah.
Dying because he's taking V1, and then he takes it, and then now he's got powers permanently, but he's not dying anymore. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was him taking it is what was the reason why he's dying.
Yeah, I think so.
I was very confused. I was very confused with that plot.
This is the season where Sister Sage comes in, and then she's sort of this genius lady who's just working with Homelander and telling him, oh, do this, do that, and finding ways to make the public like him more, and essentially like. But honestly, season 4 and 5 feel like one season to me. Like, because you have this character, and then you have the other lady character with the red hair. Firecracker. And she was apparently bullied by Starlight when she was a kid, and she just wants to get revenge on Starlight by trying to, downplay her. Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear that.
Oh no, like, it's funny. Like, the lies they say about what's the name, Starlight?
Yeah, she's like this, like she eats babies, she's
Yeah.
trafficking kids. Like, oh my gosh, that was God, the lies. My gosh. Oh, this is the scene where the ice skating scene where they're like all getting like sliced and diced. That was crazy. Um, but yeah, I can't lie, dude. I don't really remember much from season 4.
Neither
Maybe
do
because I didn't. Yeah, like season 3 as well. I don't really remember much, but I do remember it being good, which is why I'm like debating putting it at mixed, because I'm like, that's when I started to kind of not zone out, but it kind of season 3 to 5 became like one season to me, where seasons 1 and 2 felt more unique, it just sort of felt like
I think season 4 was post Gen V, and then seasons 1, 2, 3 were pre Gen V. So the writers were more focused on the boys.
Yeah.
Before they were split off doing the spin-off shows.
Oh, fair enough.
And I think that's when the quality came dipped noticeably.
I don't think it was bad as fans are saying it is. I think the fans overreacted with season 4, because I just kept hearing bad things about season 4 before I watched it, and I'm like,
I was positive.
Season 4 is like
great.
It's like mixed to almost great at times, but yeah, I think I'd put it at a high mixed.
High mixed, yeah.
I just don't understand what the fans' deal is with the actress of Starlight and her face. I don't get what's going on with that. If you could explain.
No, I'm not going to explain. I think it's just stupid noise, misogynistic noise.
Okay. Because I'm looking at her and I'm like, it doesn't look that much different,
It's like when a female changes her appearance slightly or whatnot. Oh, how dare she? It's like, who are you? Who are you?
So it's pretty much just incels being angry that she doesn't look like a 19-year-old anymore. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah, age.
All right then. But yeah, The Boys season 4 is like at a mixed. There were a lot of episodes where I was like, okay, we're kind of meandering here, but I still was entertained, I was entertained. But now we come to the final season where it all comes to an end. And yeah, what did you think about this season overall?
I think The Boys became what they were parodying. That's what I think. Them parodying superhero movies and superhero shows ended up becoming the very thing they laughed at, with all these spin-off shows in the works and in the writing. And then episode 1 where A-Train is having his Quicksilver moment where the time slows down and all this stuff. Like, come on, that looked so crap.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. It was very much like, okay, the music wasn't hitting. It was just kind of, But I did like his final moments where he's like not afraid of Homelander being like, I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Yeah, he stood up for himself. Exactly.
Yeah, and honestly, I will give this season props. They did have the gut to kill off a lot of characters. There were a lot of main characters that died in this season. But what did you think in the finale? Episode, in the final 2 episodes, like Frenchie, rest his soul. Like,
nah, fuck Frenchie.
You don't like Frenchie?
No, fuck Frenchie.
Damn.
I don't like how they nerfed Homelander. Because when I watched season 5, I wasn't thinking about how bad the power scaling is. Not once was it in my mind. Up until I heard people speak about it and how blatantly bad it is. Episode 1, Homelander lasers Kimiko in half. You can't do that again in the finale for some reason. Okay, his laser beam has been nerfed. In the final episode where Homelander picks up this Elon Musk character and sends him to space in 2 seconds, he also couldn't fly away in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then in episode 1, while he's chasing A-Train, the fastest man in the boys and whatnot, and he's equal with A-Train, he's slow in the final fight. There's just a lot of inconsistencies here.
Yeah, now that you point them out, I do. Yeah,
Like he was
That is a
heavily
thing.
nerfed.
I mean, yeah, maybe it was just how he was emotionally, because in those early episodes, in those early seasons, this guy was a little bit more on top of things. But as the season went
Well,
on,
this is the same season. This is still season 5, where they hit. First episode of season 5. He's like sawing people in half with his laser, like even people with superpowers. Kimiko. He can't do that again here, really? And then he takes the V1 right now. He's immortal, but what did that really do? It just killed him. There was that whole
yeah,
plot of taking V1 was stupid. It was so dumb. Looking
yeah,
back now, it's such a waste of time trying to find V1. He's now immortal, and now it didn't do anything. I thought like he's shooting his laser beams into space, right? I'm like, oh, okay, like it gives him like a power increase. No, it didn't increase his powers. It just made him immortal. Okay, that's stupid. And then the whole marketing thing was, oh, how misleading the marketing was.
what was the
Looks like
marketing
there's
like?
nukes in the background. The scorched earth was the theme. Like everyone's, a lot of people are gonna die. There's nukes in the background. The final teaser image they used for the final episode was Homelander in the air with other flying suits, and that never happened once in this episode.
Interesting. I didn't know about that. Maybe
Yeah.
I think that's probably the big difference between you watching this show weekly for years on end versus me just binge watching it, not seeing any of the trailers or any of the posters. Yeah, you do see this poster where Homelander is in space looking at planet Earth and it's all destroyed. So I've got a question for you. Did you want Homelander to win?
No, I was very happy with the way he died, to be honest. I'm
Okay.
happy, like, he went out, like, crying and moaning, like, I'll eat your shit and all that stuff. That was
Yeah.
funny. That was hilarious. And a character like that, he did his, like, coming ups
Yeah.
or comeuppance. But it's how he got to that moment was just, it felt so lazy and boring. It all took place in one location, the White House, nowhere else.
Yeah.
It didn't take place in, like, New York or Washington or what. It just took place in this little location. And then how the boys got into the White House so easily, like there's no other superheroes there. There's not filled
Yeah,
with, like,
that
military
was
people to stop
that
them.
was kind of like a what? How did they get there so easily?
It was so easy for them. It
Yeah.
was bad. It was lazy, dude. And then Soldier Boy, he was such a disappointment. They just lock him up again. He puts him
Yeah.
to sleep.
They didn't really do
He
much.
puts him to sleep, and that was it.
I'll be honest, because I don't really care for the character, I didn't really care that he got locked up. Like, I was so lukewarm when it came to that character. I'm very indifferent to him. I'm like, I guess I just didn't really care for him that much. I was more interested in the other characters than him, but that's just me.
And going to the penultimate episode before the finale, Frenchie tapping the wall slightly, and Homelander hears it, and then gets to him in like 0.1 second. That quickly.
Yeah.
We don't even see how Frenchie dies. We don't even see if laser beamed him in half or whatnot, or where he's bleeding all of a sudden, or whatever. But so Homelander has that super hearing where Frenchie just does that single tap, and Homelander's in front of him.
Yeah.
How is he not hearing the shooting going off in the final episode with the boys inside the building? Or
Yeah.
having the fight with.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah. To be fair, dude, I will agree. Apart from the finale, the episodes leading up to it were probably the weakest of the entire series, in my opinion.
I disagree. That's where I disagree. I think I'm fine. Funny enough, I'm fine. But it's the final episode where I'm like, all of those things led up to nothing.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
I'm disappointed with.
I was just very
So
much
I'm the
like,
opposite with you.
okay, because I actually liked the ending. I liked the finale episode. I thought the finale saved the season for me because I was a bit bored watching it. I was like, okay, like
Dude, I love.
what the final.
It's weird because I'm like, they could easily just do another season if they wanted to. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
decided to wrap it all up in that episode. Is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Because I was enjoying, honestly, I was enjoying season 5. I was enjoying those episodes with Homelander and Soldier Boy going up to this mansion place, and going up to a former Seven member, and then you see Seth Rogen and Kumail
Oh, that
again. What is it,
episode.
Poker?
Yeah.
That was funny. That was so funny. And then the other ones where they're in that lab place looking for V1 medicine. And then the whole place is like messing with people's minds, making them more angry and aggressive. That was a fun episode. I think, like, generally, there was more fun episodes here than season 4. But it's the finale where all of that stuff really didn't matter.
Yeah, I see your point. I'm not disagreeing with you. I do see your point, but I think my problem is that I was just binging these episodes back to back to back to back to back. That
Yeah.
I think by the time season 5 came around, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. So I think maybe
Yeah,
that
no,
is
fair
probably
enough, fair
a
enough,
me
yeah.
thing, than sort of like a quality issue. Because I think when the show began, I was very much awake, being like, wow, this is a new thing. But towards the final season, I'm like, okay, we've been here, we've done this dance. Okay, let's just see how it comes to an end. And I did like the ending a lot. I did like how Butch killed Homelander. I did like how Huey killed Butch. That was a twist I didn't see coming. I did not see that coming. I thought Butch was gonna walk with Ryan in the sunset and live happily ever after. But no, Huey killed Butch because he's a dangerous guy at the end of the day, you know?
Funnily enough, I do like all of that. I like
Yeah.
all of it. To be honest, I think the only thing that I was annoyed with was how weak they made Homelander in that fight. It was so inconsistent, and the events that led to the boys in the White House, how it was so easy for them to get into that place. But past all of that, it was so good.
Yeah.
Seeing Butcher get to the 7 building, whatnot.
Yeah, he wanted to kill all the heroes.
Putting the virus into the sprinkler system. I thought that was all amazing, and then it put like Huey in a situation where he has to kill him.
For a second, I thought Butch was gonna succeed and actually do it. I was like, whoa.
Which he should have, because
Yeah.
a new Homelander is just going to show up anyway.
Yeah, Butch was kind of right, but at the same time, that's genocide. But Butch has already killed people, so it's like, I think Huey was doing this because he doesn't want to see his Starlight girlfriend get killed.
That's pretty much it.
If she wasn't,
I
think
no, because I don't think he would, even if he didn't know Starlight. I think because Huey is a good character.
Oh yeah.
Like he inherently good, not good like writing wise, but I'm on about like his nature is good. Like he doesn't want to cause harm to anyone really, and he just wanted to stop Homelander, and because of what happened to Robin. Basically, he wanted to like destroy the 7, but he doesn't want to kill the innocent soups that are out there.
Yeah,
they're all good superheroes, but a new one's just gonna rise up. You know, who's to say? You know, like. Another person, like another Huey, is gonna see like their Robin gonna get smashed into pieces to another A-Train or something, you know, and then this whole roller coaster starts again. It's like I think they should. I was on Butcher's side in this moment. I'm like, yeah, you know what, scorched earth. That would have been a scorched earth moment if he did go through with killing everyone, all the superheroes, but it never happened.
it never happened.
Never happened. But I was fine. I've seen a lot of criticisms with Huey and Starlight naming their baby Robin, but I thought that made the perfect sense. I was totally fine with that.
Why are they mad at they name? Oh, the girlfriend who? Okay,
Because it's ex-girlfriend, yeah, Robin. But I'm like,
that
well,
is
that's the
kind of
whole reason
weird.
why
Yeah,
Huey went-
yeah, that is. But yeah, I do get it. But yeah, it's
That was That was like Huey's whole reason for going on
Yeah.
this vendetta because of Robin. So
it all
makes
started
sense.
off with Robin,
Yeah.
and then there was
And
the
also
whole
Robin
yeah.
is like a gender fluid name. It could go with
Yeah, it
girls'
is
name or
actually.
guys'
It is. But so yeah, I'm gonna put season 5 probably at mixed, but probably a high mixed because I do like that final episode a lot more than like season 4. So yeah, I think overall I rate The Boys overall an 8 out of 10 as a show. What about you? How
I
would
would
you
agree
rate
with
it?
you.
Yeah,
8 out of 10
I
is
think
a
that's a
fair place to
decent.
put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decent. Yeah.
Will I watch it again? Hmm. I'm not too sure. I'll be honest. These days, I don't really rewatch TV shows or movies as much. You know. We're gonna get into it, but I didn't even see the Mandalorian show before the movie. I did. I think I told you like I watched episode 1 and 2 years ago, and I never watched the rest of it. I just dropped it.
We spoke about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a good TV show.
I think it's
As a Star
yeah.
Wars fan as well, I couldn't get into it.
So yeah, I actually finally watched the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that came out. And does it surpass the show? Is it on that level? So have you seen it? Have you watched it yet? Did you see it?
I have no intention of seeing the Mandalorian movie. The only thing I care about in the Star Wars universe is Jedis and Siths and lasers, the lightsabers. And
Yep.
that's it. I don't care about the Mandalorian. I don't care about no bounty hunters or anything like that. I don't. Boring to me. That's not Star Wars to me. Any sci-fi space show can have bounty hunters or anything like that. So, but you have seen this film.
Yeah.
Was it good? It's been 7 years since you've last seen a Star Wars film in the cinemas. Does it live up to the expectation? Does it live up to the hype? How did you find it?
Well, because I never liked the Mandalorian TV show, I kind of went into this movie with extremely low expectations. And to my surprise, this movie is very, very, very boring.
Oh. Oh, damn.
This might be one of the driest, blandest movies I have ever seen. To the point where I was dozing watching it. This film is a drag to watch. I never want to see this movie again, and this film has completely put me off ever watching the TV show ever again. I will never even tune into Disney Plus and watch it. I think this film is kind of bad at times as well. It has some cool action scenes here and there. If you're into action, cool, but there's no character development. There's no story. It's just Mandalorian and Grogu being like, oh, these Jabba the Hutt people, they are bad. They want to use their son as some sort of fighter. Let's rescue him. Blah, blah, blah. It is so boring. It's just not for me. And watching this movie made me go, if this is what the show is like, I don't ever want to see this show. This film is a 4 out of 10. One of the worst films of 2026.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, you threw me off because you said because you were I thought you were gonna say, oh, this has surprised you. This is actually a very good film. I'm like, no.
No, to my shock, I went in with I went in with low expectations, and I thought, okay.
And you were still
the first 5 minutes.
You expected nothing.
I'm like,
nothing.
Okay. Like there's a lot of text in the beginning, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. The Empire is down. Mandalorian. I'm like, okay. Had a cool action scene in the first 5 minutes, and then it's just bad. It's just boring. It's bad. Any movie that's boring is bad, in my opinion. If a movie is boring, then it's bad. I think it's awful. That's just my opinion.
Do you think Pedro Pascal is locked as Mr. Fantastic now? Because he's had movies that have bombed and TV shows that have bombed now. Think his last role will be Mr. Fantastic and he'll be typecast as Mr. Fantastic now in the future?
I'm not too sure. I think Pedro is fine. You know, it's just Pedro.
Fine? Oh,
I think him as Mandalorian, it's for what that character is. I think it's a fine performance. I don't think it's a bad performance, you know. But I just, golly, dude, like this movie has the same problem that Star Wars movies have been facing since Rogue One. Like, I don't know what it is about Disney and their handling with live action Star Wars, but The Force Awakens was truly the last great Disney Star Wars project, in my opinion.
Debatable.
Like, in my opinion, I think it's the last great Disney Star Wars project. Everything after The Force Awakens is just not good, in my opinion, and this one also falls into that category of just being this visually bland, nothing to chew on type movie. It felt like a filler episode the whole time. It's Mandalorian and Grogu doing this mission. There's no Luke Skywalker. What's the point in watching this? Like, I'm watching this movie being like, where's Luke? When's he gonna appear? It's a movie. I want Luke. Because at least with Rogue One, we have Darth Vader. And then at the end, we have Leia. And then with Han Solo, we've got Chewbacca. And then we get a cameo of Darth Maul. And Lando as well in that movie. But with this movie, nothing. It's just characters that I don't care about. Yeah, Baby Grogu was cool, and I do like the puppet work on Baby Grogu. I think that's very well-made puppetry for Baby Grogu, but yeah, this film is awful. I think it's bad. I'd never want to see it again, you know. And I don't recommend it.
Coming from last week, if you watched the best movie of the year, now you've seen the worst movie of the year. I think it checks out.
Shocking. It was, yeah, like this is like a obsession. I rather want to watch that again. I want to see that again. That was a great film, you know, and this is just not a great film. This movie is making me go, I don't want to see any more Star Wars. I think I've outgrown this franchise, you know. I think I've gotten everything I needed to get with Star Wars. You know, there's nothing more for them to tell, you know? Like, I wouldn't even know what I would want, you know? Unless they, I don't know, make like a CGI sort of movie with the original cast again, then I don't really care. The only thing Star Wars can do to bring me back is to make a live action Clone Wars show or movie with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. If they did that, then I'm probably back. If not, then I don't care. Star Wars to me, like you said, it's Jedi Knights, it's lightsabers, it's the Empire, it's the
Sith.
Force, the Sith, it's Padme, it's Anakin, it's Luke, it's Han, it's Leia, it's C-3PO, R2-D2, Lando, it's the Millennial Falcon. It's all that stuff. Star Wars is not a bounty hunter in a mask doing these side quests. I get bored even thinking about this movie. I kind of wish I didn't see it, but hey, it is what it is. Will you go see this film after my review?
Yeah, no, I need to see how bad it is. No, I'm messing. No, I won't waste my time.
Nah, you're gonna be bored. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Wow, it's just too much. Yeah.
2 hours?
Yeah, and 17 minutes of just Grogu. There's like a whole 20-minute sequence of Grogu on this green world, healing the Mandalorian, him chilling, him eating blue biscuits. It is just boring. It's boring. And that's the biggest crime to a movie. If it was badly funny, then I would be entertained, you know. But it's not even that, you know. Like, at least with the Phantom Menace, it has bad moments, but it's so wildly outrageous at times that I'm just entertained by it. But it's not even that, you know. It's just boring bad, and I don't like boring bad movies.
Is Star Wars done now if this flops?
Is it gonna flop? I'm not too sure. Like, we're gonna have to wait for the box office to really like ramp up to see if it's a flop or not. But when I went to the cinema, it was packed. You know, it was packed.
Right, okay.
So who knows? Who knows? But that's my review for Star Wars. Onto the drama, because you did talk about that. Did you see it? What did you think of it?
The drama, yeah. The only thing I knew of the drama is that TMZ article where they mentioned the survivors of a school shooting were upset with the film. And like, oh, does that give away the plot? Does this give away like the twist ending where people get shot up or whatnot? No, because the whole film was kind of about like a school shooting, or a mass shooting, which was I didn't expect. And I will say the first 15 minutes was very jarring for me. There were just too many cuts, and the storytelling was a bit disorientating. It was too hard to follow and understand what's happening. And then we get to that dinner scene, and they were talking about the worst thing they've ever done.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I still think the woman putting a mentally disabled kid in a drawer and then leaving him is more worse than what is planning a school shooting but not going ahead with it. I still think that's worse.
Yeah. You're not the only one. A lot of people online hate that character.
And throughout the film, I'm like, yeah, but she didn't go through with it. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't shoot it. Why is everyone still upset with her? She didn't do it. And then it's only later on in the film where they actually have this discussion about her actions and what could have caused. And like, you know what? It's still crazy that she actually planned the school shooting. Now that I think about it, now they're actually sitting down and having this discussion, like, yeah, do you know what? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Her planning this shooting, even though she didn't go ahead with it. Yeah, planning it out and going through it and all that stuff was pretty crazy. And then the film goes on this weird turn where you feel like there is going to be some sort of mass shooting at the wedding. Because, like, the whole thing with the DJ, they're fighting the DJ because they saw her doing, like, drugs on the side of the road and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, is she going to return and shoot up the building? I don't know. And then the whole thing with that guy's Alex's work friend and whatnot and then it mentioned her boyfriend and whatnot and how strong he is. Is he going to find out about what happened and is he going to shoot up the place? They keep teasing like a mass shooting, and then it never happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. You know what? This is a good film.
Yeah.
It takes me on a ride expecting something, and then it goes in a different direction,
Mm-hmm.
and then takes me in a different direction. I like it. This is a good film. I've seen the reviews and I've seen people dislike this film, but I thought it was pretty good. It's solid.
I think those guys are part of the minority. I think most people like this film. Like, a lot of people are singing its praise.
It's good, man. And the characters keep saying, oh, the drama. This is a big drama. I'm liking it. They keep mentioning the title of the film. It's good.
Yeah, this is by A24. They're a very artsy film studio.
Artsy, it's very artsy.
You're gonna have a lot of artsy shots. It's a bit like Euphoria, the way it's shot and filmed. Like, so like some of these cuts and shots, this is kind of how the Euphoria show is sort of filmed as well.
See, it's only the first 15 minutes where I didn't like the cuts because there was just too many and it wasn't really weaving the story together as well. But it's only until we get like the meat of the actual story, then the cuts start making sense, even though it's out of sync.
Yeah.
Like the timeline is like out of sync. It still made sense because the story is still going through a natural flow. So it worked for that point, but not beginning of the film. I don't do what I would like to see somebody get shot in the end of the film. I don't know because they've teased it up so much, and then it's cool. It's a good film. I like.
Absolutely, it was fantastic. Absolutely liked it.
What was your review on the film again?
I think, God, I mean, we talked
you were
about
saying
it.
don't. Yeah, you're saying don't look anything up. Don't.
Yeah, I said not to look too much things up because I wasn't too sure if you knew about what Zendaya's character's secret was, because I didn't know what it was, and I was like, whoa, okay, because that's the whole marketing. They don't reveal what her secret is. So when you're watching the trailer, she's like, my secret is, and then they just sort of blur out what she's saying in the trailer. So it's very like, oh, what is the secret? And then you watch the movie and you're like, whoa, okay. So it goes into this very interesting direction, It kind of is like it's an interesting realization that not all school shooters are a specific demographic. They can be anyone, you know, and it
Oh,
just
it could be
shows you, dude.
kids.
Yeah,
It could be anyone go through
you know,
like trauma,
yeah.
or it could go through
It's not
bullying.
always young boys who are that. It's sometimes it could be girls who are
With the
like that.
girls, yeah.
Yeah. It's also a very interesting commentary on how we don't really know people as well, and all that. But it was a great film. I liked it a lot. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was stellar, yeah.
Stellar. But yeah, what else was on the podcast list? I suppose now we can just hop into Beyblade. Like, how many episodes did you see?
I'm on episode 22.
Damn. Episode
So-
22. So you've seen pretty much the whole Ryuga and Jenga fight then.
Ryuga. So do you know how I was praising the English dub of
Yeah.
these old animation? Ryuga's voice isn't it, dude. Like, he's such a mockery to this art. Like, bro, you're gonna make me switch to sub if you keep talking. It sounded like he didn't care, like the voice act. It's like he just didn't care of like this character he was playing. And like it was so jarring and so distracting, like oh. But we'll get to him later. Because where I left off, they were gonna break down that security building or whatnot.
That's it, yeah.
Their Beyblades. So they get in, they come up to this like twins, and then the twins
Oh, yeah.
they can control their Beyblades and they could jump onto other Beyblades, and I thought that was pretty sick and that was pretty cool.
Yep.
And Leon took care of him because, you know, his Beyblade, if you can remember, cried one time.
Yeah.
So it is sentient
Yep.
and it can summon the storm. And then that's exactly what Leon's Beyblade does. He summons
Yeah.
the storm to beat those Beyblades. And next episode, we see the French guy. Is he French? I don't know his
Merci.
name. The director.
Doji
was it?
or Mercy? Is it the voice? Are you
Oh
talking
no,
ab-
no, I want about the man, the director.
Oh,
the actual
Doji.
guy. Doji's his name, Doji. So he and oh no, I forgot his name. Oh god, the main character. What's his name?
Jinga Hagane.
Jinga. They have a battle.
Oh yeah.
They need to draw up energy. Well, Doji's plan is he's gonna bait Jinga so much that they're gonna use so much power in this duel to wake up the guy who has the Beyblade. Which is interesting now that I think about it, because like, why was he asleep and put in a coma? Because we see him awake and go to that island together to get the Dragon Beyblade, and then and he was asleep in that scenario. So that was interesting.
We'll get to that.
anywho,
There's a
they have-
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a battle. Jinga's losing, and then Jinga uses his fighting spirit to overcome the odds he's up against. He wins, but doing so, he wakes up Ryuga,
Yeah.
and they have a duel. Oh, Ryuga is so annoying. Ryuga. So we're
That's-
talking about
yeah.
Beyblades, right? Which one's my favorite? El Dragon looks sick.
Yeah.
Until it didn't look sick, like because it was all black and it's like a picture of a dragon on it,
Mhm.
and then in the next shot it was all white.
Yeah.
And then the all white Beyblade does not look cool. It just does not look cool. But I do have a favorite Beyblade in like later episodes.
Okay.
So you, oh god, do this thing about like the cursed Beyblade, right?
Yeah.
The cursed Bay and all this stuff, like, and I'm intrigued. What is this cursed Beyblade? Is it like the will of dead Beyblades, like in this Beyblade, or that's what makes it cursed Beyblade, or the dark, whatever they call it? No, it's just that it spins in a different direction. That's what makes it cursed. And, and that's where the show kind of loses. And like, that's what makes it evil. That's what makes it a cursed Beyblade is because it turns in the opposite direction? Really? Alright, dude. And then we get the backstory of Moses using a Beyblade to split the Red
Yeah.
Sea.
This is like the meme scene. Oh my gosh, it's all over on TikTok. Like everyone's just memeing this scene of Moses using a Beyblade to part the seas.
Yeah, speechless when I saw that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Does he
Yeah.
make an appearance? I'm guessing. I don't know. Does Moses show up towards the end? I don't even know, dude. It is crazy scenes. But we talk about this fighting spirit, right? This fighting
Yeah.
spirit. It's the fighting spirit you need to beat people. But our main guy just wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
His Beyblade doesn't rotate in the same way of the El Dragon, you know.
So
he loses.
I mean, they kind of explain it. What was the scene?
It takes the energy.
Yeah, Madoka says in this scene that when a bay that goes to the left and a bay that goes to the right are to battle, then the battle should be even. However, in this case, Ryugu is winning because I think El Drago takes the power of... It absorbs the power of the opponent's energy, essentially.
But that's not what it makes it cursed. That's just El Dragon's ability, is what I got from it. But it's the fact that it spins on its left is what makes it cursed, because Beyblades shouldn't spin on its left. It's always should be on its right. That's what I gathered. But it should be equal, right? Because it's, even though it's the opposite direction, nothing. It should balance itself out. It should be even. But El Dragon's that powerful, and Ryugu's fighting spirit is that much greater.
Yeah.
It overcome that guy's name. I keep forgetting his name.
Jinga Hagane. Yeah.
Jinga Hagane.
That's why Ryugu is rage baiting him in this episode, you know, insulting his father and all that.
Yes, because we get evil Jinga. Yeah, we get dark Jinga for a brief period.
Yeah.
Like, this does not suit you, Jinga.
Yeah, because he's pissed.
Yeah. More stoic.
Yeah. And that was his plan. He was to make Jinga as angry as possible. And he even says in the episode, the angrier you get, the more power El Drago gains.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when he's able to...
Now, which is interesting. Now I'm curious, how is Jinga going to get stronger? How is he going to increase his fighting spirit? Because El Drago's ability is just crazy. He's just going to sap your Pegasus, and is going to use that strength against you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see how that plays out. So Jinga loses. He is depressed.
Yeah.
Binky steals his burger like a prick, bro. You don't steal your friend's burger if they like. That's Jinga's first loss as well in the series, right? That's a big moment for him.
Yeah.
Because up until this moment, he hasn't lost, I assume. He's always been the
this
strongest.
is his first biggest loss so far.
First biggest loss. Yeah, no, because he has lost, right? But they're not real battles. He lost to Kenta, but that's not really a proper duel. He was going easy on him. This is his real, actual loss. And so it hits him deep. And he's like, damn. How would you get your fighting spirit up? What would you do?
Mm-hmm.
So they're discussing about Jinga's, what Jinga's going to do, how's he going to get better and whatnot. And then Jinga just decides, I'm just going to leave, go home where I was raised and whatnot, the Beyblade village. And then everyone else wait, where's Jinga gone? He's disappeared. We got to find him and see if he's okay. Hope he doesn't end up Control-Alt-Delete himself.
Before all of that, you have the big flashback of him and what happened to his father and Ryuga and Doji Steel. That's before. Yeah,
Beyblade Village.
And that was before. Okay. Ryuga steals the power of El Drago and then battles his father. Yeah.
His father's here. They got the same attire. They got the same long scarf, which is funny. He wields Pegasus. I don't know what Jinga uses before that. I guess he was using a regular.
Just a regular,
star signs. So he inherits Pegasus from his dad.
Yep.
And we don't see his dad die. So I won't rule out. I won't say he's dead because we don't see it. But it is interesting later on because we do see Jinga speak to his dad somehow, like Jedi mind force powers and whatnot, which is interesting. But here he says, "Run, Jinga, leave. My fighting spirit was ass compared to Ryuga. Leave, run away." I'm like, okay, if this legendary jeweler can't beat Ryuga, then how is Jinga? You know, like, I'm still interested. Like, how is he gonna get stronger? So Jinga goes back to his Beyblade village where
the Beyblade village is called Coma Village.
Coma Village, but Coma Village is basically all they do there is Beyblade. But isn't that like everywhere they do Beyblade? So now I'm a bit confused.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let you keep going. There's a yeah. I won't say. Just keep going. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So that tripped me out a bit. Like, hey, okay,
yeah.
But I thought this was like a Beyblade world where everyone does Beyblade and the world runs with Beyblade. But it's not.
I really wanted to say something, but yeah, I can't. You just gotta keep watching, and then we will come back to that topic of Coma Village.
But that's my impression. So this village in particular is known for playing Beyblade, and so then we get like a sort of like fillery episodes because I wasn't vibing with these episodes where they're looking for Jinga.
Yeah, so this is the episode where you have Ryuga just training. He's taking out 100 bladers. A bit like how Jinga did it in episode 2 or 1. Yeah.
Yeah, we're testing his strength here.
Yeah.
Was this when he acquired El Drago? Or
no, this is after. This is after he beats Jinga. Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason why he was in that coma is because of the power of El Drago. It was just too much for him. Because that was the first time he used it.
Strong enough to wield it.
Yeah.
Right, because when they were leaving the volcano, he was being carried by
Doji.
Right. Okay.
His name in the Japanese is Dea Doji.
Doji sounds sick. Yeah.
Dea Doji, but they changed it to Doji because it's easy.
Quickly, talk about the opening, right? I don't like the opening because it sounds dumb. I'm gonna be real.
What, the Japanese version?
The Japanese, it sounds dumb. No, it sounds bad. I'll listen to it.
Well, as the seasons go on, they change the openings, but yeah, it's not going to be the same one forever.
I actually can't wait for the next opening. I assume they change it around episode 25, or did they keep it for this particular series?
They keep it for Metal Fusion Season 1, but in Season 2 they change it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Season 2 has 2, actually, and there's a reason, because Season 2 they were promoting a movie and they changed the opening to be like, hey, there was kind of like a promotion for the film for people to, hey, you want to see the film? Here's a new opening, you know. It was kind of, yeah. I'm looking forward for you to see that opening, but yeah. That's cool.
Is it the Japanese opening or the English dub?
The dub is the same one, but they just change it from Here Comes Metal Fusion to Metal Masters and Metal Fury. So it's the same song, but it just changed the title. Yeah. But with the Japanese, they do change it every season.
I'll look out for that Japanese one then.
Yeah. But yeah, they're in Coma Village.
Here, the crew is looking for Jinga. Binky here, bro. This is where I lose him. He was my favorite character. But he's not mentioned his arthritis. He's not mentioned his pain in like forever. And I'm like, bro, you were the comedic relief, but all you're saying is, bow, 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 bow. Bro, come on, bro. It's getting annoying now. Every sentence is you saying, bow, 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 bow. It's getting tiring, Binky. It's getting a bit boring here. And then they meet this guy. He looks a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
Hyoma. He has some aura to him, but you don't know if he's good or if he's bad. But he saves those two those two characters from falling off a cliff, so we know he's not a bad guy.
Yeah,
He was essentially
Kenta and
a bad guy.
Madoka. Yeah.
Madoka and Kenta fall off a cliff, and then he saves them, and then yeah, like he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. And then this is where we get to see Ares as well, and his Beyblade.
Ares,
Like,
Rock Ares.
So this is my favorite. This is my favorite so far.
Oh, you like
It is the
Rock
GOAT.
Ares? Damn, that's yeah, I like Rock Ares. Yeah.
Up until I see a different Beyblade, but right now, because it's a goat, and he has a goat Beyblade, and so far he hasn't lost a duel. He might have a duel with, obviously he loses to Jinga, but if he has a duel with somebody like Leon, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
He'd probably lose because there's more emphasis on Leon, to be honest with you. So,
I will say
Leon
I do like the logo for Ares. You know, it's like a skull.
Which is a
goat.
scorpion.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's a goat.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, we see for some reason he's leading these characters astray from getting to the village. They want to find Jinga, but this guy, he's like sussing them out. He doesn't trust them. He doesn't want to lead them to Jinga. Makes sense. And then he gets confronted by Leon because Leon is stacking bricks, stacking stones every time they go past this path every time, and I like that. It's smart from him.
Yeah.
He knows, like, something's up. Something's not right.
Yep.
And then to have a duel, Kenta loses quite easily to what's his name? I forgot his name.
Kyoma.
Kyoma. Yeah,
Kyoma.
Kyoma beats him easily, and then it's Ball guys turn.
Yeah, Benkei.
There's a close match. A close match, and they even do the Naruto in this. He does the Naruto in this fight.
Yeah, he does. He goes underground, and then
he does
gives him an uppercut. That's his special move, Dark Ball Red Horn Uppercut.
Is this the first time we see it? Because I've not noticed that.
I think he used it. Is it the first time he's used his special move? Probably. I think so. I do believe it.
Because I'm like, yo, that's the Naruto right there. Damn.
It was a sick attack. Yeah. Even Kyoya was impressed. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this makes sense, Binky. You're not really at their level yet, so it makes sense for you to lose. But it was close.
Yeah.
And then Leon wanted to have a go. And then that would have been the more interesting duel, to be honest. They seemed equal in skill level. But it doesn't happen. Kyoya's like, yeah, I trust you guys. I'll lead you to the village and show you where Jinga is. And then we get to the island, right? And we see a cat, which is actually a dog. But I'm like, this looks like a cat. And then Benkei is like, yo, look at that dog. And I'm like, yeah, Benkei, you're the comic relief. Of course you would call a cat a dog. And then no, the smartest character says, yeah, that's a dog right there. I'm like, wait, what? How is that a dog? It looks like a cat. What is this? And the cat talks? No, the dog talks as well, which is weird.
He's called Hoikuto.
Hoikuto. Dude, that's a cat. Look at it.
Yeah, it looks like a cat.
That's a cat if I ever saw an animated cat before. Yeah, it speaks. This is the first time we've seen like a talking animal before. Are these characters dead? Are they in the afterlife where animals can speak? I don't even know what's going on. I don't get it. And then they're like, listen, Jinga's going for his own training arc right now. He's gone to like find a secret scroll to make him stronger. And I'm like, but this goes against the fighting spirit thing. Why are you going to find a scroll? It doesn't make any sense. And then after that, before Jinga could even get to the scroll, we see the crew. And then the crew come across this giant doorway and whatnot. And they have to like get through that giant obstacle. And if Jinga can get through it, and you guys can't, what makes you think you can help Jinga in any way if you can't get past this first barricade and whatnot?
Yeah.
And obviously they do, and then they end up meeting up with Jinga. And Jinga, before they meet with Jinga, Jinga finds the scroll, and the scroll says nothing, like in Kung Fu Panda, where Po finds the scroll and the scroll says nothing, essentially. And then Jinga does something amazing here. An incredible feat. He starts communicating with his dad. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. He's actually having a full-on conversation with him. It does seem like the text is starting to kind of predicting what Jinga is saying as well, which is weird. I didn't get it. I feel like this is like a gag where Jinga's dad is hiding in a cave somewhere and he's just speaking to him. That's what I feel like, because I don't think he's dead. And then, yeah, it turns out this is the legendary blader that left this scroll for Jinga. So Jinga just has to increase his fighting spirit. Somehow, I still don't know how he's going to increase his fighting spirit, to be honest. And then after this, the gang reunite, and then he has a fight with Kyoya on the green-looking stadium, and it looks sick. The stadium actually looks sick. It looks like a glass green crystal.
Yeah, it's a beautiful stadium. It is.
And then this is apparently he's not seen Pegasus' special move as well, which is interesting. And then he beats him with a special move. But I kind of missed that. I didn't understand it. So he left when he got Pegasus.
Yeah.
Or okay, that makes sense then. So as soon as Jinga got Pegasus, he just left the village.
Pretty much.
See him.
Yeah.
So in episode 1 is the first time we see him leaving the village.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much like a day after he left.
But he looks so different in the flashback. He looked like a little kid. Interesting.
They didn't really reveal it. It could be like a week or a month.
No, I thought it would be like a couple of years. I thought like a 2-year time skip, that flashback. But I could be wrong. But like in that flashback in the volcano, he looked very tiny. Well, but then again, that doesn't make any sense because Ryuga is the same height.
Yeah.
As well. So
I think because the adults are just really tall compared to like, you know.
Yeah, very tall. Yeah, very tall. But yeah, he beats Kyoya. He beats him. Wasn't really much of a battle. Jinga seems like he's back to his normal ways now, normal winning ways.
Yeah.
And then they go home, and then we get to like some filler episodes. I'm like, yeah, this is boring.
Yeah, this was like a filler episode. It was the tag team. It was when Kenta and Benkei are switching parts. This was like a promotion for like the actual bays to be like, hey kids, you can switch parts on your Beyblade. That's pretty much what it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, the whole switching Beyblade parts is also going against fighting spirit. I don't get it. You don't need this. You don't need to switch parts.
Yeah. Again, it's for the real world people, you know, because in the real world you kind of do, you know, because there's no spirits in the bays. So, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And annoyingly, right, like they lose the parts in the ocean, or not the ocean, but like under the water or whatnot. And then Jenga's like, well, you guys got it here because of your own abilities. You don't need this. You got your fighting spirit. And I'm like, God damn it. I just spoke about the fighting spirit. Is this like a running thing now where they're going to like introduce like a new element and then they lose that element? And then they have to be reminded of their own fighting spirit? Because if they keep doing that, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because this is like the second time now that happened. When they've like sort of cheated. And then they lose that ability to like make them stronger, and then they have to lean back on the fighting spirit. That's what actually got their spirit.
I mean, this is kind of like a fillery episode, so yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Because they did it with the scroll thing in the like, previous episodes and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they did.
The scroll ended up being nothing, and then it's like it's just
it's
a reminder
like it's like spirit. To use your what's inside you, instead of
pretty much
using something external. But yeah, that was the tag team battle, and then we got to episode 20. Episode 20, what did you think about this one? Begin the survival.
Meets like a silhouette figure, and the silhouette figure just like throws like a bomb at him or something with his Beyblade, and then Ryuga's like, yeah, is that it? And I'm like, that's interesting. We're gonna see this guy soon. And in the thumbnail, I think it's supposed the character design is like some blonde-haired dude. And then they, in this episode, they mentioned the Battle Island or whatnot, like a Battle Royale Island, and that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Last Beyblades. Is this the first time we're seeing like a Battle Royale in an anime?
I
Because this
think
is an
so.
old anime, right?
Yeah,
This is pretty sick. This concept is pretty unique. Like this was even before Fortnite, and
yeah,
that whole game is battle royale, and I
yeah,
thought that was a bit fascinating, pretty cool.
yeah. I think it is one of
And
the first ones to do that concept. But you have all the characters here. You know, you got Kiyoma, Hikaru's here. They're all here.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Everyone's like there's like 1,000 Beybladers on that island,
Yeah,
and this is my theory. I think that Doji set up this battle island, and they're just trying to suss out the strongest to remain, just for the El Drago to eat up and get even stronger. That's basically what I think is gonna happen. Yeah, we see the crab guy. Crab guy's very annoying.
Tetsuya Wataragame. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's my.
just
I don't like this character either.
yeah. I see him. I fast forward.
Fair enough.
Next episode. I don't even. I think that's where I got up to. I got up to the next episode. Oh no, the kids. The kids find the chest, right? And then there's
Yeah,
like a new Beyblade in it or whatnot. What was in the chest? I was a bit confused.
I don't actually remember what was in the chest. What was in the chest?
Yeah,
Yeah, not too sure. Yeah, I don't really remember.
so I got up to that next episode, and I think that's where we left off. I guess I don't
Yeah,
remember anything more than that.
the next episode would have been who's battling who? Kyoya is battling Hikaru for a bit. Yeah,
Oh, you mean
Kyoya.
Leon?
Oh, Leon
Leon's
is his
fighting.
Beyblade. Kyoya is his name.
Oh, I thought Kyoya was the other dude from the
No,
village.
oh no, that's Hyoma.
Hyoma, my bad. Every time I said Kyoya, I meant Hyoma.
Ah, fair enough. But yeah,
My bad.
yeah, he's fighting
My bad.
thingy, and then that's when Kenta meets the kid.
Right, yeah. So I've not watched this part then.
You not watched it? Okay, I won't go
This
ahead.
this was where I've watched it all.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I won't go too far. But yeah, what are your theories for the rest of this season? What do you think is going to happen?
I think I stand by it. I think this battle island is set up by Doji because Doji seems like the only adult in the series, so it is going to be a bit weird to introduce a new adult. Like he's like the host of this event, so no, I'm going to say Doji's the one that set up this event, and it is just to find who is the strongest Beyblade that is left remaining, just to set up like a battle with El Dragon and whatnot. I don't even know what their goal is, to be honest with you. Doji's and Ryuga's. What was the point of all? I forgot. They mentioned it, I think. Was it to take over the world? Kind of forgot.
We're just gonna have to
Was it
wait
to
and see.
destroy?
Just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah,
But
fair
yeah,
enough. Yeah, but
awesome.
that's my theory. I think
Yeah.
it's just this whole event was set up by Doji.
I just highly recommend you to continue watching it because it's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. But yeah, that's Beyblade. In other news, Bleach the 1,000 Year Blood War arc released its final trailer ever.
I am avoiding that trailer.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
I won't show it
plague.
then. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. You haven't seen it. But yeah, it's the final season trailer, you know. It's the end of Bleach as we know it. And yeah,
Lucky for me, because well, unlucky for me, they taken down like these anime third party sites that I used to watch, and I'm like, yeah, this is my chance to watch Bleach. But now I can't watch Bleach at all. But lucky for me, Uber did a promotion. If you had Uber One, whatever it's called,
yeah.
you could redeem a 6-month code of Disney Plus.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in on that, and then I'm gonna watch Bleach from it.
Nice. Yeah, I recommend watching
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna be watching Bleach very soon.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Finally. It's ending, so you may as well get onto that. You can skip the filler arcs as well. You know, there are filler arcs.
Yeah, of course.
Just
Yeah, yeah.
look at the filler lists. Yeah. But yeah, in other news, we've got the new Avatar trailer coming out, which is the continuation of season 1. Let me pause
Oh,
that.
the live action.
Yeah, the live action.
I've not, I've not seen season 1 of the live action. Have you?
You've not seen
Have you
season
seen the
1? Oh, I
of the
thought you
live
did.
action? No, 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 no,
I thought you saw season 1 of the live action.
no. I did not. I have
Wow.
not.
I saw it. Okay. Because you've seen the animated show, so I just assumed
Maybe you're
that.
thinking of One Piece. Because I've spoken a lot about One Piece live action, but Avatar, no.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
But we have spoke about this guy, Aang, and like how tall he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very tall. Yeah. I didn't really like season 1 when it came out.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
I just thought it was like, oh no, I wasn't a fan of it. It had some good elements here and there, but overall, I much prefer the animated one, the animated version.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's live action adaptations aren't easy to do,
Yeah,
but for some reason, One Piece is really good.
yeah. One Piece is pretty good. There are some issues in One Piece, but overall, I do like the live action for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is that. In other news, I don't know if you've heard about this, but it was kind of breaking news at the time. But for the Harry Potter TV show, the girl who plays Ginny has
Jenny,
left.
yeah.
Yeah. Ginny
The reasoning
Weasley.
behind it seems weird.
Yeah, it was
well.
unforeseen circumstances.
What does that mean? It could be anything.
It could be anything. But honestly, Ginny is not even in season 1. Like, what you see in the movie is pretty much the book. She's just at the train station, she tells Harry good luck, and that's it. So, she's not really a character, so getting the new character for season 2, that will truly be Ginny's introduction. So, I guess it's not really, unless they extended scenes in the show, it's not too much of a big thing. But it does raise concern, you know, that these kids are, you know, they can leave any time, you know. Do you fear that we could see more recasts when it comes to the kids? Or do you think it's all good from here on out?
I think. Did you remember seeing a report about bullying happening?
No, I haven't seen that.
Earlier this year. Like, apparently, in an article, behind the scenes there was some bullying.
I haven't seen that.
Like a group of kids like bullying another group of kids, but then they got rid of them. So I think they're gonna get recasted anyway. Maybe like Ginny was also like a victim, I'm guessing, of that bullying campaign, and she didn't want to like film any more scenes, and that could be like part of the unforeseen circumstances. I don't know. I can see a realm of possibility where some characters or actors could be replaced. Yeah, 'cause it has happened in the movies, right?
Only
So it can
one
happen.
time, yeah. Like
Is
just
it
with
Dumbledore? Is it the
Dumbledore.
only reason?
Yeah.
I would say yes, because there's a lot more shooting here.
Yeah, because with the
There's
movies, they're only
lot
2
more
hours
hours.
long. But with the show, there's so much more time. So
Yeah.
it could be like
I
a
think it's
House of
more
the
likely.
Dragon type situation, maybe, where they just keep changing the cast as they get older. That would be a bit jarring, to be fair. I wouldn't. Ideally, just keep them to be the same, you know, as much as possible.
That's the best outcome, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best possible outcome.
But yeah, just gonna have to wait and see, you know. But yeah, moving on from that, another interesting topic. Well, Harry Potter's ending is always seen in a positive light, but The Boys just came to an end. It's just made me wonder, why do people like to hate on endings? You know, people hated on the Game of Thrones ending, they're hating on the Stranger Things ending, they're hating on The Boys ending, you know. What is it about live action show endings that, you know, is causing a lot of outrage? Because The Boys finale, I just don't get the outrage, to be fair. I don't get why people are so divided on it.
For me personally, when it comes to The Boys, it's the inconsistency with the power scaling is where I'm like, this, if they were true to like how strong Homelander really is, none of this would have been happening anyway. But I think it was written so lazily and poorly, and probably budget restrictions. Well, how it's always done in this one particular scene. It felt rushed, is what it felt like. So I understand, that viewpoint. Can't say much about Stranger Things, but Game of Thrones, we all know why Game of Thrones is bad. It just David and Dan wanted to work on Star Wars. They didn't want to work on it for 10 seasons. They wanted to end it there, and even then, the writing quality was going downhill because the books they were adapting on weren't finished anyway. So they were just writing their own stuff, and then that's why that was bad. The last true great live action TV show ending was probably Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since a TV show had a good ending like that.
To be fair, I did like The Boys ending, but yeah, I do see all the complaints and I understand that, but yeah, Breaking Bad probably was the last. I mean, what about in all of media? If we're talking, let's bring in anime as well. Let's bring in movie franchises. Like, let's actually bring in. Let me get a list of endings that in like movie, TV show, anime, and probably manga endings. Let's do this. The Boys.
Well, the last anime ending we've seen was My Hero Academia, and I think that's universally positive, right?
Titan, My Hero Academia. Oh yeah. So I'm just typing in endings. Let's do a tier list on what the best ending is. Can you think of any like anime endings or TV show endings in your head? Like, maybe just jot them down and I can do like a tier list for them quickly. That'd be cool.
Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, The Boys,
Okay,
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, there's The Boys, Game of Thrones. I know. Okay. Okay, Game of Thrones.
Do you need any more?
Maybe just write them down on Discord and then I'll just set it up. If you have any that you can think of.
It's hard to think, especially with this heat wave. Walking Dead.
That's another one. I've not seen the ending for that.
That's not even finished. Not even
I don't
finished,
really
though.
count that. Yeah, it's not really
Yeah,
done.
it's not finished. It's not finished.
Have you seen Zack and Cody?
Zack and Cody, Disney show.
Do you remember the ending for that?
When they went on the boat,
Yeah. Do you remember like the final
Sweet Life
episode?
on Deck.
Yeah.
Sweet Life on Deck.
That could be.
I only watched a few episodes of
Okay.
Sweet Life on Deck.
What else is there? What about Ed, Ed, and Eddie? That had an ending.
Ah, damn. The only ending of a Cartoon Network show I actually remember are two cartoons, and that's Shaolin Showdown and Teen Titans.
Oh, I've not seen those
don't
ones.
remember. I don't remember anything else because I've only watched them in bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces.
Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess.
I haven't seen that one yet, so can't really. Let's try and find endings that we've both seen. Oh, Neon Genesis. That's one.
There's a film I watched as well this past week, which is very good, and it has an ending which is a bit traumatizing, which I could see with people disliking or whatnot. But I loved. It's a foreign film, and you need to watch it in subtitles because they don't speak English.
Ah, fair enough. Oh, Harry Potter. That's also a franchise ending. Oh, what about Oh, you haven't seen the Mission Impossible final film?
No, I have not. No.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the franchise. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a little.
Mission Impossible.
They're a little overrated. Okay, create a new tier list. I think I've got all of them that I need. Using template. Okay. The Boys, Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. Did I not upload that one? Okay. Oh, Naruto. That's an ending, kind of.
So kind of. I would say Boruto was like the ending for it. Boruto the movie.
Let's put in manga as well, if we're talking the manga, but yeah, the Boruto, yeah. It depends where Naruto ended, because it has multiple ways where you can end it, but...
Yeah, because it didn't even adapt chapter 500, where it was 700?
No, it didn't. Yeah, honestly, there's not been a whole lot of, like, anime endings that have come out. I can think of movie endings, but yeah. Anyway... here is the tier list that I have come up with. So here we've got, I don't know if you can see the screen. Can you?
Yeah,
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so in no particular order, Harry Potter. Like, that's a big franchise that came to an end. Where would you rank this?
That's an S.
Yeah.
That's a good ending.
Yeah. Like, of course, Voldemort, his demise. Yeah, I really like the final film. Breaking Bad.
Universally liked as well.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a universally liked ending. I haven't seen too many people complain about that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Breaking Bad is also universally loved. That would be an S.
S easily, dude.
Yeah. Neon Genesis Evangelion. I would put this
Does it
at
even
like
have an ending?
Well, let's talk about the original show from the 90s. Like,
okay, yeah.
We will say, I'll probably say B. C or B. Okay, if you want to
I'll
put C,
put
yeah,
C.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, if you're talking about the TV show ending, C, and the movie ending is B.
Yeah, we're talking about the TV show that ended in
Okay, TV
1997.
show, yeah, that's a C.
Yeah,
Budget reasons, they couldn't do much. They went with a different take, so it has to be C.
yeah, there was a lot of like issues towards the final few episodes, but I still liked the show overall. I think, excluding the ending, the show was like an A. But yeah. Next up, Attack on Titan. Still to this day, pretty divisive. But where would you put it?
It's very divisive, but I still think it's an S. I still think it's a good ending.
Oh yeah, I would actually put it like maybe. Is it as good as Harry Potter or Breaking Bad? Like, where would you rank it?
I would say Breaking Bad is the highest because it is a live action TV show, and TV shows are hard to do.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That is true. That is very true. Yeah, I'll just put out S. The Boys, where would you rank this?
I'll put it in B.
I'd put it in A if I'm being honest, but yeah, B. It can go either way. Avatar, The Last Airbender.
That's an S, dude.
Yeah.
That's an S.
I think I'd put it like
Good ending.
maybe
Good
around there. Yeah. My Hero Academia.
I put that in A. High A.
Yeah, I put it around here. Maybe I should do like a.
Because it's just like the bad guys are like gone. It's like the characters are graduating, and it's fine.
You haven't seen Ed, Ed and Eddie, so yeah.
No, I've not seen it.
All right, so Game of Thrones, the ending for this would be like D. I think it was, yeah, that was a disappointing way to end it. And of Naruto, if we're talking just when chapter 700, I'd put it at probably a B, if I'm being honest. I think it's fine. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Chapter 700, seeing Next Generation for the first time, seeing how much the Shinobi world has advanced, I'd put that in S, to be honest.
So looking at this list, what would you say your top 5 is from worst to best? Or maybe from all of them from worst to best, what would you say?
Worst is Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Then Evangelion.
Yep.
Then The Boys.
Okay, so would you put Boys at C? Or B?
Yeah.
C, okay.
C.
And then My Hero?
Then My Hero Academia. But to be honest, you can leave them in
All right.
So what I said? Game of Thrones, Evangelion,
Boys,
The Boys,
then My Hero.
Then I would say Harry Potter.
Okay, so you put it there.
And then I would say Attack on Titan. Then I would say Naruto. Then I'd say Breaking Bad. And then I'd say Avatar.
Okay, so this is your ranking. I'll take a screenshot. Okay. Oh crap. Do. Okay, so now let me try and do my rating for this. So yeah, Game of Thrones, that's staying here. But next up on my list, I would put Neon Genesis a little bit higher. I still like that show quite a bit. The Boys, I think I put it at A. I did like the ending a lot more, way more than I think a lot of the fans said. And then My Hero can probably sit here. Yeah. I think Naruto would be like a B, I think just above. Neon. Harry Potter. This is a difficult one, actually. Like, which one do I like more? You know what? I'm gonna put Harry Potter at number 1, and then, yeah, I think that's my list.
Good enough.
Yeah.
It's pretty fine.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So comparing the lists, it's not too much different. Huh. There we go. Huh, my computer is glitchy today for some reason. But yeah, I think you might have like the boys a little bit lower than me.
I think because you binged watched it, and then
Yeah.
all these episodes are like all mushed together. I think when it settles, and then I think you like come to agree with me just when it comes to like the Homelander stuff. Everything
Yeah.
else I like, 'cause I agree with you. I like the ending. I like the well, Homelander dying. I like the Hui and girl scene at the end and him killing Butcher. I thought they were all pretty fine, but it's everything in the White House.
Yeah.
That whole thing was just so bad. It
Mm.
was so poorly done.
Yeah, I think as time goes on, I might start to be like, okay, was it as good? But I mean, I think when it was good, it was really great, very satisfying end, to like Homelander's journey and Butcher's journey. I do like how they killed off both main characters, the hero and the
Yeah, pretty
villain,
much,
essentially. But yeah, that's the list, that's the ranking. Cool.
There was a film I wanted you to watch, right? Because I watched this after watching the drama. It was the foreign film I was speaking about.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard? Have you heard of a film called Sporloose?
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So what you're gonna do after we finish this podcast is you're gonna put on a film called Sporloose.
How do you spell it?
It's a Spoorloos.
It's from
So it's basically
1988.
Yeah, it's a French/Dutch film,
Okay.
and it is the most, I would say, traumatic film I've seen. It's not like rated 18 or anything like that. It's not. It's rated 12. I find ironic, but it's essentially about these two Dutch couples. Not two, like this Dutch couple. They travel to France for like a holiday, and then the girlfriend, she disappears, and then it's about the Dutch guy trying to like find her and just find out what happened to her. And it's one of those rare films that sort of rewards you in a twisted way if you pay attention to the scene, like what's happening in the scenes. And then you feel this like just it's so messed up. It's so messed up. But I really want you to watch it and we can have like a full conversation on it next week or something. It's such a good film. But the less you know, the better. It's hard to talk about it without going into spoilers.
Interesting. Okay. I'll definitely try and see it. My gosh, the videotape is £47. That's crazy.
Oh,
It looks like it's one
hell.
of those rare movies. That's crazy expensive.
Yeah, no, I just watched the website.
Spore loose. It's called The Vanishing in English.
The Vanishing in English, and there was like an American remake done for the film, but I'll just stick with the original because
Okay.
the original it plays around with like scenery storytelling, which I don't think the American version does.
Okay.
And it's the way this Dutch film was shot. It was gorgeous. It was so
Awesome.
well done.
Well, I'll definitely check
It's,
that out. Yeah.
it's a rare film of like that pain and anguish of not knowing the unknown. You know, it's very well done.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check that one out. Okay. Well, I'll definitely put that on my watch list with
I would
whatchamacallit.
say watch that before Yu-Gi-Oh. To be honest,
Yeah. Okay, I'll watch that before Yu-Gi-Oh then.
this is high praise coming from me. I give this 10 out of 10.
Cool. All right, I'll definitely check that out.
When this film ended, I stood up and applauded. It was that good.
Interesting. It sounds hype.
It's opposite of hype, but
Okay.
it's just so traumatic. I just want to experience it with somebody.
Okay. I'll definitely watch that then. That'll be on my to-do list, you know. I'll watch
Okay.
that and then Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah. I don't think I'm gonna binge watch any I don't know if there's like another I don't know if I'm gonna watch any more live action shows for a while. I think the boys have tired me out when it comes
Yeah,
to
no,
just
I
binge
would say
watching.
yeah. If you're gonna binge watch anything, just do Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I think
Like get it over
Yu-Gi-Oh!
with.
Is just gonna be what I'm doing from now on. I think I'll stick with that because I don't
I
mind
still want
it,
to
you
play
know.
against you as well.
Oh yeah, I still don't
'Cause it is a
understand the
real
game,
life, which is crazy, but yeah, insane. And we
but
can play it right now if you really want.
what's the app called?
It's very. It's called Master Duel. It's very easy to set up, and I can walk you through it.
Oh crap!
But you can, do you have Steam on your laptop?
Google Play says you haven't set up purchase verification. Blah 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 blah. What on earth?
Do you have Steam on your laptop?
No, I don't have Steam.
Oh, okay, because it's on there for free as well.
I'll have to download it later on because my Google Play wants me to sign those biometric things where you have to put your. They want me to do a finger ID to open Google.
Oh, like a ID verification
Yeah,
thing.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a bit annoying. I'll do it later.
Oh,
Crap.
all right.
Actually, let me just. Okay, I think I've got access
I
to
think
it.
it might be easier to do if you installed Steam on your computer, to be honest. Because then you can just play off your computer.
Oh, I think I've got it now. 245 megabytes? Yo, okay.
Nothing, right?
That's nothing. I thought it said gigabyte at first. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Do you need a login for Steam?
Oh, yeah, you need to. Yeah, if you don't have an account, you have to like create one.
Oh, that's gonna take some
But it
time.
doesn't take.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
it'll take like 5 minutes.
Steam.
Should we end stream?
Yeah, it could do. I might have to go.
And if you POV.
God, my PC is so laggy today. Okay. Alright, now what? Sign in. Oh boy. Oh, it's not letting. What's going on? Why isn't it logging in? Oh, okay. Boy, dude. Does not match? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, I think I'm logged in now. What's it called again? What's the app called again?
Oh, it's called Master Jewel. When you download it,
Right, I don't actually get it. Where do you go download? I don't think there's a download button. Whereabouts is the download button on it?
it will say play, and then if you click on play game, you see that option, and
No.
then can you share your Discord screen with it?
Yeah, let me do that. What is it? Is it this one? No, that's not it. Where the flippity flip is it? Oh, it's here. Gosh. Chrome tab. Crap. Is it this one? Yeah. Can you see that?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah. So if you scroll down a teeny bit, it says I just said teeny bit. It would
Free
say
to play.
play game.
That's it. You have to install
Yes,
it.
do you have?
Oh dear. I thought it was like a
Or click
stream.
yes if it is installed. It's fine. If it is installed, just click yes.
Oh. Crap.
Oh,
Okay, press yes, Steam is installed.
yes.
Well, you have to install Steam.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
have it installed.
shoot. Oh, man, that's going to take some time. My internet's crap.
It's only, I think it's 100 megabyte.
Gosh. All right. I thought it was like one of those online flash game things.
I could try and find one, but I don't think there is.
God. No, I can't. We're going to have to do this next time, because I need to shut down my PC, then turn it back on again. And
Oh, damn. Okay.
yeah.
no worries.
Let's do this next week instead.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah. And plus, it's getting a little late now. Almost 3 hours. Yeah. All right, dude.
No, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Cool, cool. I'll try and catch up